Alrighty, fellas, if you are having difficulties on this boss, well, don't worry, I got you. We'll be using a free-to-play DPS today, and I'll go ahead and leave timestamps in the video itself and in the description if you want to skip my yapping. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the guide. Ikaze. Alrighty, so now let's talk about the mechanics to this fight, starting with the enemies. So, you have two ads in this fight. I'll go ahead and talk about Phoenix. So, Phoenix, all essentially he does is he will heal himself up to full health once you get him down to 0 the first time, and then the second time you can permanently defeat him, and he'll never appear again until phase 2. Next is Koryu. Koryu will appear in phase 2. All he really does is AoE damage, and you can kill him quite easily. There's really not a lot of special mechanics to Koryu. But now, let's go ahead and talk about the boss himself, Neon Show. So, Neon Show, since it's level 45, he will obviously do a crazy AoE attack that does a ton of damage. So, like I said, you want to bring something tanky into this fight, or a good sustain unit. But there is a way to bypass all of that. And if you remember from the boss last week, the electric version, there's a thing called Spark Powder. How do you gain Spark Powder, you ask? Well, essentially all you gotta do is you gotta defeat the ads or take them to 50% or below HP for the first time. So what that basically means is throughout phase 1 and phase 2, you want to just prioritize killing the ads first. So in phase 1, you want to kill off Phoenix, and then you can finally target Neon Show. And then in phase 2, you want to focus on Koryu first, since he can't infinitely heal himself, and then you go for Phoenix, and then you can finally go for Neon Show. And the best part is, each time you kill one of the shadows, it will inflict almighty damage onto the boss. So not only are you doing damage, the ads will also inflict almighty damage onto the boss as well. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and show you my battle effects. Ikaze. Alrighty, boys, feel free to pause this section of the video or to slow it down, but here you go. Here's my battle effects. Enjoy. Alrighty, boys, let's go ahead and show you the rev cards and the mindscape, shall we? So, starting with our DPS, Florette here, you're going to want the Win DPS set, Harmony and Victory. Here's his mindscape. Alright, next is Twins. Twins, you're going to want their signature set, Negativity and Power. Do keep in mind that they are A0, so yes, it is indeed possible at A0. Here's their mindscape. Next is Wind Tempest or Rico. You're going to want the crit damage / SP recovery set, Creation and Worry. Here's her mindscape. And then lastly, our navigator, Futaba. You're going to want to have Resolve and Labor as her set. And here's her mindscape. Moving on, let's go ahead and talk about Wonder's personas and daggers. So, if you have Ex Machina, use Ex Machina with like a Wind persona as your starting persona. If not, Starry Compass is a bit stronger at R6, but for the general purpose of this video, I'll use Ex Machina since everyone has access to that. Now, for personas, Vishnu, you're going to use for the Ex Machina buff. We're going to be using Wind of Nirvana to inflict some defense shreds. Next is Dionysus. You're going to want to inherit Rebellion for the crit rate. And lastly, Sandalphon is more of a sustain persona. You're going to be using Devoted Guard. If you target someone with this skill, they also get the shield and the damage amp as well. And his highlight's pretty good. We'll be using that a little bit in the fight. Oh, and lastly, with Twins, you're gonna want to run the medic / guardian role. So, Psy and Nuke and Electric and Wind. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and show you the run. Ikaze. So, like I said, in phase 1, you're just gonna want to super aggro Phoenix and then deal with Neon Show once Phoenix is dead. And of course, make sure Rico is buffing Shiratori and inflicting skill 1 onto Phoenix to inflict the damage dealt. Wonder, of course, use Sandalphon on turn 1 so you don't die to, Neon Show's AoE. And other than that, Twins helps as well too with their Guardian slash Medic role. They're going to proc like an AoE shield with S3. They're going to heal with the Wind slash Electric skill. And as for Shiratori slash Florette, you're just going to be spamming skill 3 like a bot, because skill 3 does big PP damage. And as for Futaba, it's just 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. You know, just inflict her defense shred into her weakness implant. You know the drill. And then once, like I said, you're done with Phoenix, then you can target Neon Show. Alrighty, I'll talk to y'all once we get into phase 2, and good luck. Alrighty, if you made it this far, welcome to phase 2. So, like I said, with Koryu, you want to target him first in phase 2 because it doesn't really heal himself up, and he's easy to manage compared to Phoenix. And you want to kill him as fast as you can so that you can spam the spark stacks onto Neon Show. More sparking powder, the better. Now, if you can't one-shot him with Florette, you can always just stall it out with Wonder's Sandalphon, or, you know, Twins with their healing ability or their AoE shield if you proc S3. And even Sandalphon's highlight can help stall out this fight to a good amount. But TLDR, once you kill, Koryu, then you focus on Phoenix. And once Phoenix is dead, then you focus on Neon Show. And the aforementioned applies with Rico buffing, Wonder inflicting Windswept, using Rebellion onto Florette spamming S3, Twins doing their AoE shield proc, you know the drill. But other than that, good luck on the rest of the run, and I'll talk to you at the end of the video.
すぐ排除します。
Alrighty, for those that have called this man a fraud, he ain't no fraud ret. This is GOAT ret, okay? Look at the amount of work he put into this fight. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And do look forward to my 500 subscriber special video coming out. It's not going to be a guide. It's going to be something very different from the usual that I always make. But yeah, stay tuned for that. It's going to be a very fun video. And thank you for all the support, y'all. And until the next video, deuces.